Photography style, it's everything. It's how you get the jobs, it's how people pay attention to you. We're gonna go through how I built my portfolio, how it's going to help you, the steps that you should take to getting a defined photography portfolio style. As a photographer, it's essential. So I'm gonna get started right now. What style are you? Do you like color? Do you like black and white? Like studio? Do you like natural light? And that's even just for one type of portrait. What if you like animals? What if you like babies? What if you like landscape? And all the other varieties of styles. How do you go? How do you sell yourself? Do you offer them everything? The quick answer to that is no, absolutely not. What we want to do is define your portfolio so that you do better as a photographer, so that if I am going to hire you as a client, feel a lot better because you have a predetermined photography style. That makes me want to bet on you. That makes me want to put my money down on your talent because it's consistent, because you've already defined who you are, what you like to create. So what do you need to present in your portfolio for your clients to actually take your work seriously and start calling you and start booking you? I'm going to show you exactly what I did, some of my mistakes that I made, some of the things that I did very, very right, and one photographer who in particular has influenced a lot of my work. That's a good thing and that's a bad thing. We'll go through that and then I'm going to teach you the steps into developing your own portfolio. Number one, before I ever picked up the camera, I picked up on a man named Herb Ritts. He is right there. He is a photography god and he photographed some of these incredible people that you see behind me. In fact, I discovered his photography before I discovered some of their work even. I was mesmerized by the fact that he shot mostly black and white. I was mesmerized by the blacks in his picture were so punchy and contrasty. His work wasn't a lot of gray, and I love that. I love that it was unapologetic. I love that the shapes that he photographed were geometric shapes. They were defined, even the water coming down, somebody standing in the middle of the desert. It was a beautiful statue no matter where he photographed. And here's the thing, his work has never expired. It looks good on every wall, every coffee table book, every gallery. So I've been influenced by that. I think that less is more in so many different ways in my own photography. Because I knew so much about Herb Ritts, because I was so fascinated by him, I was fearful that I was going to pick up on his style in my own photography. Now, whether I did or I didn't, there's no way that I can tell. Maybe I have a similar style to Herb Ritts, and that is what gravitated me towards his work. Maybe I fell in love with his work, and so then that influenced my work, or a little bit of both. I don't know, but what I did know, how influenced I was by the Herb Ritts portfolio, and I wanted to make sure that no other photographer influenced me as much. If I didn't have a set direction, I was going to go in all directions and be effective for absolutely nobody. That's my work up there. That's Herb Ritts' work up there. I'm so influenced by his work, and I don't think that I'm less of an artist or that I'm less of a photographer because I admit who I'm influenced by. Through Herb Ritts is where I actually saw the mastery of the Madonna visuals, how incredible she was. That I fell in love with Naomi Campbell because of Herb Ritts' photos. But it's also important that you define your own style within that. Now, because I knew so much about Herb Ritts, because I was so influenced by his work, I was so careful not to pay attention to other photographers as much. So when I first picked up a camera, this is my second camera, by the way, the 5D Mark II. When I first picked up my camera, I made sure that I turned off anything that could show me photographs. Whatever it was, I made sure that I did not look up who the photographer was, that I didn't look up the team or anything. Now, what about you? You heard my story. What about you? How do we define your style? Here are the steps that I'm going to recommend for you to get a portfolio that's going to stand out, that's going to book you clients, that's going to get you jobs. So the first thing that you do is this. For the first 3 months, you're going to be the hardest part of this whole process. For the first 3 months, I want you to go on Instagram. I want you to mute all photography accounts that you follow. Make a promise to yourself you're not going to follow any photography accounts. You're not going to look at anyone's photographs. You're not going to open up any magazines, any books, or anything. 3 months is a very long time, but you're going to come out so far ahead. 3 months, shoot everything. Someone wants you to photograph their baby and it's a cute baby, photograph it the way you want. You want to photograph, they have an ugly baby, photograph it the way you want. They have a bowl of fruit they want you to photograph, or a pair of shoes, or products, or a model, photograph it the way you want. For 3 months, give yourself this gift of photographing everything you can without the influence of anything else in the world. Sounds crazy. It is crazy. Sounds difficult. It is difficult, but this is what I did, and I helped isolate my own creative style so that it can blossom. After 3 months, 90 days, what's going to happen is you're going to start noticing in all of those pictures that you see, and you can look at those pictures during also and show some people. You're going to realize, in every single picture, I realize that I do this one thing. In every single editing process, I realize that I tend to lean heavily on this one tool or this one process. Or, in every single photo shoot, I realize that when I do this one thing, the crowd really loves it. That is telling you a lot of who you are and your natural style. Remember, you're not watching anything on social media, TV, magazines, books, or anything like that. This is pure you from the inside, okay? If you can do this, this is a huge thing for your career. That is phase 1. Phase 2 is this. Months 3 to 6. You're going to start looking at all the old pictures that you've done with a critical eye. You're going to see themes that keep repeating themselves. You're going to see references that keep repeating themselves. You're going to see post-production process, lighting, composition, shooting styles, shooting angles that keep repeating themselves. That is the beginning of your personal photography style. You haven't been influenced by anyone outside of your camera, your mind, your eye. This is why it's important in phase 1 that you guys don't look at magazines, any websites, any other photographers' work. It's 3 long months, but it's 3 months that's going to put you years ahead of your what's that word? Those people that don't like you. It's 3 months. It's a long time, but that's going to put you years ahead of your competition. So it's absolutely worth it, and it's what I did. So phase 2, you're starting to look at things that really keep repeating, themes that keep coming up over and over, accolades and praise that keep coming up over and over. And listen to hear your gut feeling. Well, my gut's here, but your gut feeling inside. What makes you feel good about a picture? Sometimes you'll take a picture and I'm like, yeah, it's okay. That's what the client wanted. It's not part of who I am. What picture makes you feel good? When you look at it, you just feel like this release across your chest. You feel warmth. You feel like you really connect to it. That's the part of your style. So for months 4, 5, and 6, you're starting to look for clues, things that tie in. You're starting to look for repeat themes. This is a huge step for you as a photographer. It's not fun, it's not sexy, but it's absolutely essential, and your competition is not doing it. Now, I'm going to tell you at the end of the video, if you are in your first year of photography, what you should do, second and third year of photography. I'm going to give you guys a step, so wait until the end of the video. That's coming. So that was phase 2. For phase 3 and on, it's really 3 phases. Phase 3 is like 6 months and on. You're going to start looking at these themes, and you're going to start noticing them more and more and more. So what we do is start going through the portfolio and start cutting out work that does not match what your photography style is. You just cut it out. Sorry, it doesn't matter. You can photograph it, but don't put it in your portfolio. What works? What makes you happy? What got you attention? What came out naturally from shoot to shoot to shoot? Focus on that. Now get a better model and better hair and makeup and better lighting, and shoot more of that. Give me a stronger version of that. If it's people, if it's babies, if it's landscape, whatever it is, now you want to niche down and you want to double, triple down on what is naturally you. So when I hire, I look and I see if they naturally love what they do. I can tell if they love it or if they just happen to fall into it, happen to be good at it, but there is no passion in there. Clients, they can tell if you are in love with your own style or you're just giving them anything that makes them happy. My style is very similar to his. Now it has the Walid flavor to it, but it's very similar, and I have other styles too that you are also going to develop over the years, but let's start with one style first. That's why I did that. That's why I say a lot of photographers' careers, they'll go like this, slowly go up. Mine started like this and went like that. That's because I went through the protocol. That's because I figured out the roadmap and what works, what doesn't work, and the human psychology behind all of it. This is what I teach in my masterclass. This is just the tiniest bit of what I teach in my masterclass, but it works. So give yourself that gift. If you guys have questions on this, leave those down below. If you like the way I teach and you want to learn more how to make money from photography, subscribe. I don't know what site it's on, so I do both. Remember that I have a photographer survival package. The link is right down below. It's free. I want you to take advantage of it. There are 4 free gifts in there, and then there's additional bonuses that come out over the weeks. The first one is how to find your ideal client avatar. It's a 7-page worksheet. It's a little bit of what I give my students in my photography masterclass. When you find out who your ideal client avatar is, you're going to know how to advertise, who to advertise, what to post, what to write in your captions, what hashtags to use, how much to charge, where you should advertise. Everything is clearer when you know who your ideal, what did I say? When you know who your ideal client avatar is. The second gift is a daily planner that I use every single day. I use it so much that I actually made a spiral bound notebook out of it. The third gift is going to help you run a set smoother and plan for a shoot smoother. The fourth gift is a surprise. And then you're going to get many bonus surprises thereafter. In those emails, there's going to be a one-time offer only for my masterclass. In the event that you want to join my masterclass and have me personally mentor your career, I'd love to see you on the other side. If you don't, that's okay too. I still want to help you guys. I still want you to win. I still want you to get these free gifts. So that link is down below. If you love this channel, if you love the way I teach and the knowledge that I share from my own career to yours, please click subscribe and hit the little bell so it notifies you. YouTube doesn't show everything. Final offer, if you want me to look at your portfolio, I'm going to do that for the first bunch of people. So put a link to your portfolio in the comments, and then also tell me what you want me to look at in particular. I'll take a look at it and I'll comment right back. I want to do that. I want to help out as many photographers as possible and see as many people do well. So click here if you want to know more about marketing. Click here if you want to see me working behind the scenes on some of my shoots, test shoots, or the real shoots. I want to help you guys out as much as possible. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, click the subscribe here somewhere. Click like. I will see you guys next week with a new video. Thank you.